Hello, this is Phil Henning of Demand Technology Software. In previous videos, we installed ESX Server 3.5 in a virtual machine running under VMware Workstation 7.0. We followed that video with a video describing how to install the VMware Infrastructure Client. We're going to now use that VMware Infrastructure Client and install a guest operating system running inside the ESX Server version 3.5. We'll start by first checking the CD/DVD settings for our ESX server. You'll note that we're going to connect the power on, use a physical drive, G, and we're going to use IDE on channel 1:0 with legacy emulation. You'll note that these options are grayed out because our virtual machine running ESX server is currently running. If we were to stop that ESX server, we could then change these options. So we use our VMware Infrastructure Client and connect to the ESX server, where we will use the wizard to install the guest operating system. Create a new virtual machine using the typical setup. We'll call it Windows Server 2008. We'll use the existing data store, and the guest operating system will be Microsoft Windows Server 2008. We'll keep one virtual processor. We'll increase the memory to just over 3 gig. We'll keep the VMware default networking options, and we'll reduce the size of the hard drive to 30 gig. One thing we do need to do now is to make sure that our CD/DVD ROM is properly configured. We'll check the settings. We're going to use a client device. We're going to use emulate IDE, and here is where we select the channel 1:0. Now we have a virtual machine defined. We're going to install the operating system on that by booting that machine. We'll open a console. Where we'll connect the CD/DVD device. And you can now hear the CD spinning up. Windows is loading files, and we'll pause until the setup requires input. And we're back. We'll just go ahead and click through to the next screen. And we're going to go ahead and install now. And we'll return when there's more input required. And we're going to use Windows Server Standard. So I'll go ahead and click Next. We'll go ahead and use that 30 gigabyte space that we defined for the virtual hard drive. And we'll return when there is more input required. And we're back after loading files, expanding them, and rebooting a couple of times. We'll have to change the password of administrator. And there you have it. We have installed a Server 2008 standard running under ESX Server 3.5. Now what we should do to complete this is to install the VMware Tools. And we can install the tools by going to the screen and clicking on the menu item. And we've finished installing the VMware Tools now. And we'll go ahead and restart the virtual machine. And we'll return in a moment. And after the reboot, we'll go ahead and Control-Alt, insert And with tools, one of the first things you might want to do is to increase the resolution of your desktop.